Esau trying to hit me for copyright, but through the spirit and power, Yahweh Bashim Al Shah, I'm gonna start this lesson off by saying, Call Halayim La, Yahweh by Hashem Al Shah, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to my apostle, elders, a great meal, son of well. Peace and salutation, all the Aki and pushing this truth and all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. And you see the title of the lesson, I Am the Law, Big Brothers Playbook, man. And I got a quick article off Blacklisted News, and basically just showing you how the big brother, which is the people that own America, the small hats, the cheap suits, how they've been manipulating the media and things like that, man. But they're coming down with great wrath, and they're gonna usher in this time of what the so-called boots on the ground, which is so-called modern day martial law and so-called camps and things like that. You best believe it, man. And this was in a movie that he had going on back in the day with Sylvester Stallone, and that famous scene when he says, "I'm the law," and I was playing it. I had to restart the live, and they try to hit me for copyright. I'm not gonna play no sound with it. Let me see. I hit the sound, but I'm gonna play it. This is a scene as before I was going in. You can see the society is broken down. The police is so-called going to a matter in a broken down society, and this is the society that Esau Edom is gradually trying to create right now, order out of chaos, man. And this is the scene where he comes out, and then they're basically like, oh, he's a sitting duck, and then this is where he get his speech. But check out the suit. This is this is a movie I think that's kind of around like this says 1995, but this is gradually Esau Edom showing these super soldier suits and things like that. They're gonna start ushering out, man. And this is when he gives I Am the Law speech. And because this is the time that we're living in with Esau Edom, he's gradually set up these draconian laws where he can dictate what's talking points. As I went in on a Kyrie Irving thing yesterday, and this says Big Brothers Playbook, and this is just a pic off, I guess, that speech that this creepy nigga had a few weeks back, and it says the federal government guidelines to counter misinformation or disinformation, what we might more accurately describe as Big Brother's Playbook, has been released. The U.S. government and its allies include media gatekeepers who are what? The so-called gatekeepers are the main ones in these so-called celebrities that keep the people distracted, man. And also the gatekeepers as what? The Black Boule, to keep you Israelites distracted. It's all about keeping you Israelites distracted and keeping you Israelites far from your power and just basically indulge in the ways of the world, man. And it says in educational institutions, the so-called what? These school systems, man. The school prison pipeline. Why you think Jake neighborhoods and school systems look like shit that's gradually getting them ushered in to be locked up into the system? Why you think they use these so-called rappers and these entertainers to push out their money, cars, and hoes and sex and basically a wicked-ass lifestyle amongst the tribes, man? Because the educational systems, man, it's an educational institution, and global corporations have become the judges and the juries of misinformation. Is this not what you see with this right here? With I Am the Law, Judge Dredd? And this was a movie that's called Predictive Programming, showing what they were gradually trying to push here in the society very soon, man. Very, very soon, real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 10 and 1. Woe to thee that decree unrighteous decrees and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. And this is what you see Esau Edom is doing, man. The whole playbook shows you that they misused the system to play their hands, to play for the legislations and things that they want pushed out, man. And they showed you that when Crown Royal 99 hit, man. They showed you that they control the narrative. And they were shutting down doctors and people that were speaking out against them, calling them bigots and so-called conspiracy theorists, misplays on words that manipulate the minds of the people, because the masses of the people are stupid. As it read in Isaiah, real quick, Isaiah 60, Isaiah 60 and 2. Because the masses of people don't look up anything. They don't care about concerning the ways of the world. They don't care about none of that shit, man. As long as they can eat their goddamn red meat and goddamn drink a beer and goddamn watch their so-called stupid ass reality shows and entertainment for our sports, they don't really give a damn what's going on, man. This is why this is gonna throw. It's gonna be just like Crown Royal '99 when it hit, man. But this is Isaiah 60:2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. These people are in complete gross darkness, man. And it says the gross darkness, the whole earth, the whole planet is under a wicked ass spell under the so-called white man, because he's been loose his little season, according to Revelation 20:3. So within his little season, he went out and deceived the whole nations. Now the whole nations are drinking up the wine of Babylon. They're drinking up the wine of Babylon, so they're about to give away their rights, man. And their governments are gonna be what the judge and the juries, man. Ain't gonna be running to the Supreme Courts, man. When these boots on the ground, these martial law troops and things on the ground, ain't gonna be running to the no damn police, so-called trying to get a lawyer or Supreme Court. They gonna be the judge and the jury, man. They gonna be laying you niggas out, man. It says, behold, darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people, man. These people are through. They don't know what's going on. They don't see that a lot of this stuff is propaganda. They don't see a lot of these things is leading up to the time of Jacob's trouble, to the time of the hour of temptation. All these things are hitting simultaneously, man. And the time of judgment is at hand. The time of Yahweh Shai is at hand, man. All these things are happening simultaneously, showing we're at the end of this place, man. And they said, but the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. And that's who? The men that got this truth, the ones that got the light, the ones that understand what these damn devils is gradually doing, man. And I got another brief article, and this is off Fox 8, and it says North Carolina news. Company issues diesel shortage alert in North Carolina, Virginia, and South Carolina, man, because they're saying a lot of this so-called fuel shortages is going to be on what? The southeast. And that's going to affect a lot of far as traffic and far as what food, supply, and demand, man. And that's gonna affect the East Coast real bad, man. But they're gradually doing it, man. All this is the stage, man. It's called theater of war, man. Because Esau Edom, he's trying to set forth his draconian laws, man. This is the book of Daniel's 8 and 25. Because when you read the book of Daniel's 8 and 25, it's talking about the time of Antioch's Epiphany. But you can use this as a time of today that's gradually happening. This is Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policies, he shall also cause craft to prosper in his hand. So you best believe they're going to start rationing out certain the fuel and what neighborhoods get what neighborhoods is going to get the supply as far as their stores and things like that. You already know that. And this is why we tell you, Jace, man, woe to you to go down to Egypt for help, man. They're gradually going to start doing things like this, man. Watch certain neighborhoods and certain communities get the food they need, get the gas, man. Things like that, man, so they can keep their houses good. But you niggas is done, man, because you depended in this system. It says, and through his policy, he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, because he's coming with the different policies, man. Here it is off this article. They're telling you that they use the media, that they use the gatekeepers, that they use the educational system, the global corporations. They use all of it. It's all conglomerate together, man. It's all a big system. It's the beast system. And it says, and he shall magnify himself in his heart. Why? Because Esau Edom is getting like Pharaoh. He's getting very proud. He feel like he can conquer the world because he has the children of Israel in his possession. So he feel like with them in his possession, he can do anything, man. And this is what he see, man. He feel like the Israelites in a time where they're getting worse and worse, and I'm about to try to conquer my new world order, man. But at the same time, the Most High has Esau even in the trick bag, man. He says, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace he shall destroy many, because he's going to use this so-called system of rationing out food as for embetterment. That's why they're talking about we need to cut back on carbon tax. We know they're going to start this carbon tax and social credit system. All this is by design, man. All this is by design so they can do the betterment of mankind, right? That's what these so-called UN peacekeepers talk about at their meetings, right? Nah, it's just for their agenda of the new world order, man. That's all it is. Carbon tax, have you eating bugs and shit. They're putting the shit in the goddamn movies, man. But you people are what? You're going to have to fully start depending on the government. That's what's setting up for what? This dark winter. All this is starting at the same time, man. That's setting up stage for a dark winter, man. And who said that? Creepy Joe. This wicked ass fucking demonic individual here set it up when he was when him and this Trump was going against each other in their so-called debate. He said it could be a dark winter. You gotta understand, man. When you go into that word dark winter, that's a code word. They did a CIA. They did a drill in 2001 before the for the 911. Come on, man. You have to look into these things, man. You have to look into the buzzwords that these devils be saying, man. These are Freemasonries, man. So-called Freemasonry, so-called wizards and warlocks. So they use buzzwords, they use hand gestures, So you have to look into that. But you have to have a spiritual eye, man. A spiritual eye is what the spirit and power how about Shemal Shai that's supping with you, so you can see and understand that the wilds get past the wilds of the devil. Real quick, let's get that then. But this devil's coming down with great wrath, man. He's about to come down with great wrath. Why you think he's using Kanye West and Kyrie Irving as examples and not to speak out against the agenda, man? This is Ephesians 6 and 11. Put the whole armor of Yahweh, Salaki, put on the whole armor of Yahweh that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, because the wiles of the devil is keeping these people in a mind state of what? Perplexity, man. Not in a mind state of being complacent. But that complexity is coming. You look at perplexity as the time of anguish, a time of stress, a time of confusion. Why? Because they're comfortable, man. They don't understand what this devil's doing behind the scene, man. But the men are implement something big, man. And this is Ephesians 6 and 12. It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. And that's your so-called big brothers, your so-called elites of the society, man. That's what controlling this guy, controlling what goes on here in the West, man. The so-called Rothschilds, Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Gettys, and the ones we don't know about, the 13th bloodline. All of them control what's going on around the world that you see taking place. You best believe this is what you call a stage, man. All these people have occultal personalities. They're just acting, man, because they have an agenda at hand. And their agenda is to do what? To destroy the nation of Israel and try to set up this new world order, man. This is what you see this devil's doing, trying to set up this fourth industrial age, man. Because he wants to be what? I am the law and the judge, man. And that's what you're going to see, man. We see this shit happening, man. You people, you Israelites, you just always the last one to fucking know, man. Always. It never fails. It never fails. You Israelites are always the last one to know, because you always wanting to stay the damn fucking playing around, man. This is the 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 11. But the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, man. What times and season we living in, man? We living in a time of judgment. We live in a time of Jacob's trouble, man. We can see how he's demonizing our people for waking up and confessing that they are Israelites, that they are the true descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and the 12 patriarchs, and he's demonizing us for it. So you can clearly see that the time of judgment is at hand, man. But our people are not in the spirit of discerning what's going on, man. It says, but of the times and seasons, brother, you have no need that I write to you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night. Hey, we don't have the Most High. He ain't have to write into us, man, because we can clearly see it, man. We can clearly see the day of the Lord is at hand, man. But it's going to come as a thief in the night to the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, because they don't see that Esau, Edom setting up all these various things so he can start coming down with the police force, with the so-called different laws of legislation that he has for Illinois, so they can start having people just go out there and start killing each other, man. All these movies he put out there for you tribes to see what he's about to do to you. Purge, all these different purge movies and things like that. He's showing you what he's going to do to you tribes, man. He's coming down with great wrath. Revelation 12 and 12, man. He said, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so comes a thief in the night. He says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they should not escape. And that's what they gradually been doing, telling that the 1-9 is gone, you ain't got to worry about it and shit like that. But now here they coming back talking about get some more juice. Showing you that Esau Edom's a goddamn devil, man. He's a fucking hypocrite, man. He's a double-minded man. He's unstable in his own ways, and you see that in this society. They write legislations and then come with penal codes so they can get past different things and do it for their people. It shows you that they don't give a damn about you Jakes, man. You Jakes need to wake the hell up, man. They gonna start rationing out the damn supplies, which rationing out supplies is gonna lead to what? Famine of food, which leads to what? Chaos and anarchy in your neighborhoods, in your cities, man. Which is gonna create, man, sedition amongst men. And then who's gonna be out there goddamn rounding and putting these people to death? The boots is gonna be on the ground, man. You seen it, like I said. When you see this move, this is how they gonna be. They're gonna be the judge and the jury, man. And that's coming, man. So let's read this quote one more time. It said the federal government's guidelines and counter misinformation and disinformation that we might more accurately describe as Big Brothers Playbook has been released. The U.S. government and its allies include media, gatekeepers, educational institutions, global corporations, have become the judges and juries of misinformation, man. So you ain't won't be able to speak out against the government. What you see in taking place in China, man, that's called a social credit system. So man, hey, they're telling you what they about to do. It's just you nigga Latin Native Americans, hey, now's a high time to wake up out of sleep, man. Cause hey, Jeremiah 30 and 7, at last, that day has come. Now is the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Jacob's trouble is right here. It's at the door, man. All these various things you're seeing taking place in the media is because the controversy of Zion, man. Because they about to come down with great wrath upon our people, man. So with that, apparatus our Lord willing, this lesson was edifying through the Spirit. When I want to close it out by saying, Call Halim La, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to my apostle elders, great millstone rule well, and peace and salutation, all the Aki and pushing this truth with our righteousness and sincerity. Karam Yasharala and Abba Babal.